Have you ever wondered why a McDonald's hamburger tastes almost the same whether you eat it in New York, London, Dubai, or Tokyo? How can a single brand serve over 69 million people every day in more than 100 countries and still manage to keep the flavor identical? And here's the bigger question. What really goes on inside those massive factories that produce the buns, patties, and all the ingredients behind the world's most famous hamburger? Today, we're taking you on a rare inside look, a journey behind the scenes to see exactly how a McDonald's hamburger is made in a factory. From the golden sesame buns to the 100% beef patties, and finally to the restaurant kitchen where everything comes together, we'll uncover the step-by-step process. And trust me, some of these details will surprise you. So stay with us till the very end, because once you see how it's made, you'll never look at a McDonald's hamburger the same way again. Chapter 1. The Journey of the Bun. Every hamburger starts with bread, and McDonald's buns aren't ordinary bakery rolls. They're designed with one purpose: consistency. In giant factories, towering silos hold tons of flour. The flour is pumped into enormous mixing vats where it meets water, sugar, yeast, and a little salt. Within minutes, the ingredients transform into a soft, elastic dough. But here's the secret. The dough isn't just left alone. It goes through fermentation, where yeast feeds on sugar and creates carbon dioxide bubbles. This makes the buns light and fluffy. Without this process, they would come out dense and heavy. After fermentation, conveyor belts carry the dough to machines that divide it into exact portions. Each piece is rounded into smooth dough balls, then sent to a proofing chamber, a warm and humid room where the dough rests and doubles in size. Now it's time for baking. But before they enter the oven, each bun gets misted with water and a machine sprinkles sesame seeds evenly on top. Why sesame? Because it not only looks iconic, but it adds a subtle nutty crunch to the bite. Inside tunnel ovens, thousands of buns bake at high heat until golden brown. The aroma here is mouth-watering. Once out, the buns can't be sliced hot, so they cool inside spiral towers, massive machines where trays circle upward and downward for nearly half an hour. After cooling, each bun is sliced, wrapped, and stacked into crates, ready for shipping to restaurants. By the time they leave the factory, every single bun looks nearly identical, no matter where in the world it's baked. Chapter 2. The beef patties. 100% real meat? Now, let's get to the part everyone wants to know: the beef. Many people have questioned, is McDonald's beef even real? The truth is, yes, it's 100% beef, but with specific standards. Factories receive large beef trimmings, usually 80% lean meat and 20% fat. This ratio gives patties both juiciness and flavor. The meat arrives in refrigerated boxes, and before anything else, inspectors check temperature, color, and quality. The beef then moves to industrial grinders. Imagine a machine the size of a car, finely mincing the meat until it looks like strands of spaghetti. These strands fall into mixers, where they're blended until the texture is perfectly uniform. Now comes the fascinating part: patty formation. High-speed machines stamp the meat into circular patties with exact weight and thickness. Whether it's a regular hamburger patty, a Big Mac patty, or a quarter pounder, each one is cut with incredible accuracy. To lock in freshness, patties are flash frozen within minutes, dropping their temperature to well below freezing. This prevents bacteria growth and keeps the flavor intact without needing preservatives. Before leaving the factory, every batch undergoes strict safety tests. Some patties are grilled right there, checked for taste, texture, and temperature. Others pass through metal detectors to ensure no machine fragments slipped in. Only after passing these checks are the patties boxed, stacked, and loaded onto refrigerated trucks bound for restaurants. Chapter 3. From factory to restaurant kitchen. At this point, we have two major components ready, the buns and the patties, but they haven't met yet. That happens in the restaurant kitchen. When the buns arrive, they're soft, sliced, and wrapped in protective packaging. Before serving, they're placed into high-speed bun toasters. These machines crisp the inside of the bun in about 20 seconds while keeping the outside fluffy. The patties, meanwhile, are still frozen until the moment they're cooked. In the kitchen, they go straight onto a clamshell grill, a special grill that cooks the top and bottom at the same time. Unlike traditional grills where you flip burgers, this system ensures even cooking in just about 40 seconds. Immediately after cooking, salt and pepper are sprinkled. That's all. No fillers, no seasoning blends. The simplicity is what keeps the flavor consistent worldwide. Chapter 4. The famous assembly line. Now comes the most exciting part, the assembly line, where every ingredient finds its place in perfect order. Let's start with the classic hamburger. The process is quick but precise. First, the bottom bun is placed on the tray. A careful swirl of ketchup and mustard is added, followed by diced onions and crisp pickle slices. Next, a hot, freshly cooked beef patty lands on top. Finally, the crown of the bun seals everything together. Simple, yet iconic. But when it comes to the Big Mac, things get a little more complex. The build begins with the bottom bun, then a layer of signature sauce, shredded lettuce, cheese, and a juicy beef patty. After that, a middle bun is added, the unique feature that makes the Big Mac instantly recognizable. More sauce follows, along with lettuce, onions, pickles, a second beef patty, and finally, the top sesame seed bun to complete the masterpiece. Every step is timed to the second, and workers are trained to follow the exact order. This ensures that no matter where you buy it, your burger looks, feels, and tastes the same every single time. Chapter 5. Food Safety and Hygiene. Behind the speed and flavor of a McDonald's burger lies something most people overlook: strict food safety and hygiene. In factories, every step is carefully monitored. Workers wear gloves, hairnets, and face masks to avoid contamination. Surfaces are sanitized throughout the day, and temperatures are checked constantly to ensure ingredients stay fresh. Even the smallest detail, like how a patty is stored or handled, follows a clear safety rule. The same applies inside restaurants. Raw beef patties are always kept separate from vegetables like lettuce and tomatoes to avoid cross-contamination. Grills are cleaned multiple times a day, and food preparation areas are carefully maintained to meet hygiene standards. McDonald's also takes an extra step with surprise audits. Inspectors can arrive unannounced to test whether both factories and restaurants are following the rules. This constant supervision is how they manage to serve billions of burgers each year while keeping taste, consistency, and safety intact. So the next time you bite into a Big Mac, remember, it's not just about the flavor, it's the hidden system of hygiene and safety that makes it possible.
Chapter 6.
The hidden supply chain. Most people think a hamburger simply shows up at the counter hot and ready. But what they don't see is the massive supply chain quietly working around the clock to make that happen. Behind every McDonald's burger is a carefully choreographed system. The soft buns are baked in regional bakeries, then stored in temperature-controlled warehouses. Frozen patties, pickles, onions, and even tiny packets of ketchup move through a network of cold storage facilities. From there, fleets of trucks deliver supplies on exact schedules, sometimes down to the hour. What's fascinating is how precise the system is. Restaurants don't keep huge backrooms full of stock. Instead, shipments are calculated so perfectly that stores receive just enough to handle demand without running out. This is why, even during the lunch rush, every order feels effortless. And it's not just local, it's global. McDonald's supply chain stretches across continents, ensuring that a customer in New York and one in Singapore can both unwrap the same burger, built with the same consistency. In the end, the hidden engine behind McDonald's success isn't only the food, it's this seamless, invisible logistics network powering it 24/7. And there you have it, the complete journey of a McDonald's hamburger. From fields of wheat that become fluffy buns, to cattle farms that provide the beef, to gigantic factories, and finally, to the sizzling grills of the restaurant kitchen. Every step is carefully designed for speed, safety, and above all, consistency. So the next time you unwrap a McDonald's hamburger, remember, it's not just fast food. It's the result of one of the most efficient food production systems in the world. If you found this behind-the-scenes journey fascinating, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Food Factory, and turn on the notification bell, because here we uncover how the world's most iconic foods are really made. From sodas to snacks to full meals, we bring you the stories hidden inside every bite. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.